and gentlemen, I'll ask you to all please rise and join the board in the pledge. I will ask Mr. Feedy to lead us in the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as we honor our veterans and our first responders. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for the rushed entry here. We were actually just across the street at the Good Deeds Award, where we recognized 3 Mineola High School students out of about 24 students from across Nassau County that were recognized by Rabbi Pearl just next door. So we actually have with us here Councilman Dennis Walsh, who was just over there with us. When I told him that we had this event going on here, he walked right over with us. So this evening, before we have our hearing tonight, we're here to recognize a very special accomplishment by a very special group of young men and women from Mineola High School that had a remarkable achievement this year, just last month. I know very little about the robotics world, so I'm going to ask their advisors or their team leaders, Ms. Curry DeFede, Ms. Andrew Woolsey, if they would please come up to the podium and just tell us a little bit about what the team does, what the accomplishment that they accomplished this year means. I guess by the look on their face, I'm putting them on the spot. They didn't know that they were going to do this, but it's very simple. Just come up, tell us what the robotics team is, what they did this year, and what they did up in Rochester, what they did in Houston as well. So if you don't mind, Ms. DeFede, come on up. Okay. And Mr. Woolsey. I can tell you one thing, having my son is on the robotics team, although he's not here this evening, I can tell you that they put in a lot of hours, a lot of time. That I do know about robotics, so, and their hard work obviously paid off. So take it away, Ms. DeFede.
Okay.
If you don't mind, approach the podium, put up the because this is being televised.
Oh,
so.
thank you. Robotics, so this is the first robotics competition, and the students get a challenge every January to compete with their robot. So they create this 120-pound robot that can compete. This year it picked up cones and these balls, these inflated balls, and they have to work together to figure out this challenge in what amounts to be basically 2 months. So in 2 months, they have to go from nothing to creating a robot. And that's just part of the challenge. The other part of the challenge is also the team is tasked with spreading engineering throughout the community. And so when you go to the competitions, there is a robot game, and then there's also awards that celebrate this outreach into the community. And we actually won Engineering Inspiration. We went up to Rochester. We were against, 60 teams or so. And we got the first place Engineering Inspiration Award, which was basically saying that we are spreading this in our community and our school, and that we are going forth and doing this. So that actually qualified us for the World Championships, which was held in Houston, Texas, which was an amazing experience. And so we all went to Houston, Texas, and we got to compete with teams from all over the world. So I think there was a team next to us from Turkey, and on the other side was Australia, and we got to meet with top colleges and top industry experts and just see everything in the world of robotics.
Mr. Woolsey, now you have to say something.
Welcome. Thank you so much for having us here. We really appreciate this opportunity. I think it's important to note that this takes a community to win this award. It's not just the high school, but it's the entire village. It's these students in front of me. It's our staff. It's everybody that supports us along the way. It's a really great opportunity for our students to get to explore their passions, and it's a student-led event, so it's really, really fantastic. So thank you very much. We really greatly appreciate it.
And thank you to you and to Mr. Feedy, like I said, for the time. You know, they have families and going away, late nights, at least 2 days a week, I remember. And certainly the trip to Houston, leaving like at 3 in the morning, meeting, and then getting back after midnight, and then going to school the next day. It's a lot of work, but it all paid off. So I'd like to take the opportunity to also recognize the fact that Mineola High School Principal Dr. Nicole Colella is here. And as Mr. Woolsey mentioned, this obviously takes a community, a school community, so the support of the high school administration, the Board of Education, central administration, of course. This is not a cheap endeavor, building a 120-pound robot and all that goes with that, and providing them with the tools and the space and the ability to do all that. So, and that's a community effort. And I'd also like to recognize Doctor. Sure, why not? I'll promote you. Our Town of North Hempstead Supervisor, Jen DeSena, when I told her just next door that we were doing this, she makes a point of obviously being a friend of Mineola and of course of school. So I know she's from Manhasset, but she wishes she was from Mineola. So with that, I'm just gonna go down there. I'm gonna recognize the members of the robotics team. I'm gonna call you up one at a time, and we have just a special certificate for you and a little pin for safekeeping and as a memory. But really, on behalf of the village board, the community, the school community, we want to thank you for taking our name and spreading it far and wide. You know that there's a Mineola in Texas, but you went there and showed them which the better Mineola is. That's the Mineola in New York. So congratulations to all of you. I know that some of you are pursuing computer science as a field of study in the future, and we all know that certainly the future is exactly in this, so you're well prepared. So thank you for honoring us with your presence here, and for us to be able to thank you for your accomplishment and recognize you for your accomplishment. So I'll come on down and call you up one at a time. You guys want to come down too? Okay, I know that some of the elements of the team are not here this evening because they have driver's ed, or they have sports, or they have some other activity. So when I call you up, just come on up, and then we're going to ask you to line up here so we can get a group photo later with the village board. And at this time, I'd also like to recognize Deputy Mayor Janine Sartori, Trustee Donna Solosky, Trustee Paul Casado, and Trustee Jeff Clark. And we're just doing this in alphabetical order, I believe. Sarah Ahmed. Skyla Azahari. Ricky Cheng was just next door with me. There we go. Wow. Look at that. Man of many talents. Congratulations, Ricky. If you didn't hear me, we were over next door, the Good Deed Awards, and one of the 3 students from Mineola was Ricky, so congratulations. James Desiderio. Emery Riddle studying aeronautical science. Easy. Igor D'Souza. No. Robert Eli. Robert not here. Carolina Gekjian. Got close? Congratulations. Eunice Lee. Ishan Lohaya. Julia Manovitz. Hannah Matthew. Nathan Padilla. Catherine Paul. Andrew Pereira. He's driver's ed. Logan Regaferos. Raul Setia. Arnav Shah. Mary Ellen Steiner. And while we take a brief pause here, because I just read Mary Ellen's name, you know, 3 of the students were with me in Portugal on an exchange. We arrived at 9:30 on Tuesday night PM at JFK, and they had to go home, do laundry, pack, and then the next day at 3 a.m. be at the high school. So Mary Ellen was one of them, my son Andrew was one of them, and Nick Yokaitis was the other one. So talk about sleep deprivation, I couldn't do it. Ramon Tuasan. Garrett Tupper. Matthew Valenti. No. Ruchika Vatikudi. Michael Yokaitis. Also studying
Aerospace engineer.
aerospace engineer, also easy. And Nicholas Yokaitis. He's a junior, so he's not going to college yet. And Lucia Jiang. Okay.
Congratulations.
And last but not least, I'd like to call up for a special gift, Mr. Mr. Woolsey, I'm sorry. I'm so used to the band coming here. Mr. Woolsey and Ms. DeFeedy for a special gift. Let's hear it for the advisors. You can put that in the showcase. It was probably manufactured by a robot, so I don't know if that means anything. All right, we're going to ask a few of you to perhaps, not Michael Yokaitis to get down in front, but maybe we could get the vertically challenged people in the front, and we'll ask Mr. Walsh and Supervisor DeSena to come on up, as well as Dr. Colella, if you don't mind, come on up.
Come out here, you tall guys, if you don't mind. Okay, everybody take one step forward, everyone, one step forward, please. Yeah, taller guys in the back, town board, village board can go in the middle, in the back. Let me, actually, Councilman Walsh, do you mind just coming, on that side? Yeah, exactly, yeah. All right, if you don't mind, if parents and people in the audience, just put your phones down for right here, okay? You gotta, come on, you gotta smile. There you go, there you go.
We'll look like a bunch of robots.
One more time right here, back row, tippy toes. Back row, tippy toes, yes, yes, yes. All right, we got it.
Congratulations, everybody. Mr. Feedy? Do the honors. I think Andrew's in there too. Once again, congratulations to Mineola High School robotics team. What a great season. To their coaches / advisors, and you make us Mineola proud. Thank you. You're welcome to stay. We have a hearing coming up, so if you have any trouble sleeping or anything, you're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, okay?